comparing oneself to others is a deeply ingrained habit that has been amplified by the rise of social media and societal pressures. In a world where curated highlight reels dominate online platforms, it is easy to fall into the trap of measuring personal worth against the success, appearance, or achievements of others. This comparison often happens subconsciously, shaping the way individuals perceive themselves and their accomplishments. What begins as a harmless observation can quickly evolve into a destructive cycle of self-doubt, envy, and dissatisfaction. Instead of focusing on personal progress, energy is diverted toward an unattainable standard set by people whose struggles and failures remain unseen. The effects of constant comparison can be detrimental to self-esteem. When individuals evaluate their lives based on the seemingly perfect portrayals of others, they begin to feel inadequate, as though they are falling behind in some invisible race. Social media plays a particularly damaging role in this process. People rarely share their failures, insecurities, or daily struggles, choosing instead to showcase their happiest moments, professional milestones, and physical transformations. This creates a distorted perception of reality, where one's personal challenges appear unique and insurmountable, while others seem to be effortlessly thriving. A young professional scrolling through LinkedIn may feel discouraged seeing peers secure high-profile jobs, not realizing the unseen rejections and hardships that came before those achievements. Similarly, someone viewing fitness influencers on Instagram may become disheartened about their own body image, overlooking the fact that lighting, editing, and filters heavily influence those seemingly flawless photos. Beyond social media, societal expectations further fuel the habit of comparison. From a young age, individuals are conditioned to believe that success follows a predetermined timeline. There is an expectation to excel academically, secure a well-paying job, find a life partner, and achieve financial stability, all by a certain age. When life does not unfold according to this rigid structure, it can lead to feelings of failure and inadequacy. A person in their 30s who has not yet settled down may feel behind compared to friends who are married with children, even if they are thriving in other aspects of life. The truth is that every individual's journey is unique, shaped by different challenges, opportunities, and personal choices. Success is not a one-size-fits-all concept, yet comparison tricks people into believing that there is only one correct path to fulfillment. The emotional consequences of constant comparison extend beyond self-doubt and insecurity. It often leads to a lack of appreciation for personal achievements. When someone is too focused on how they measure up to others, they fail to recognize their own growth and progress. A student who once struggled academically but worked hard to improve may still feel inferior to a classmate who consistently excels. Instead of celebrating the progress made, they dwell on the gap that remains, preventing them from acknowledging their resilience and effort. Over time, this mindset erodes motivation, making it difficult to stay committed to personal goals. When people believe they will never be as successful, attractive, or talented as those they compare themselves to, they may stop trying altogether, reinforcing a cycle of self-defeat. Overcoming the habit of comparison requires a shift in mindset. Rather than looking outward for validation, individuals must turn inward and focus on self-improvement. One effective strategy is to set personal goals based on intrinsic values rather than external benchmarks. If someone is passionate about writing, their measure of success should not be whether they have as many followers as a best-selling author, but whether they are improving their craft and finding fulfillment in the process. By redirecting attention to personal growth, progress becomes more tangible and rewarding, reducing the need for external validation. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool in breaking free from the cycle of comparison. When people take time to reflect on what they have rather than what they lack, they cultivate a sense of contentment and appreciation. Studies have shown that keeping a gratitude journal, where individuals regularly write down things they are thankful for, can significantly improve mental well-being. For example, instead of envying a friend's luxurious vacation, someone can appreciate the meaningful experiences they have in their own life, whether it is quality time with loved ones or personal achievements that bring joy. Gratitude shifts the focus from scarcity to abundance, reinforcing the idea that happiness is not dependent on how one's life measures up to others, but on how they choose to perceive their own circumstances. Reducing exposure to comparison triggers is also essential in fostering self-confidence. While completely avoiding social media is unrealistic, for many, mindful consumption can make a significant difference. Unfollowing accounts that provoke feelings of inadequacy and curating a feed with content that inspires and uplifts rather than discourages can help create a healthier digital environment. Additionally, taking regular breaks from social media allows individuals to reconnect with reality and gain perspective. Engaging in offline activities such as reading, exercising, or spending time in nature provides a sense of fulfillment that is not reliant on online validation. Building self-awareness is another crucial step in overcoming comparison. Recognizing when and why the habit arises allows individuals to challenge negative thought patterns before they take hold. When feelings of inadequacy surface, asking questions such as, is this comparison fair? Or am I only seeing part of the picture? Can help reframe the situation. More often than not, the answer reveals that the comparison is neither accurate nor constructive. Developing self-awareness also involves acknowledging personal strengths and achievements. Just as everyone has areas they wish to improve, they also possess qualities and accomplishments that make them unique. By shifting focus to individual strengths, confidence is naturally reinforced. Ultimately, breaking free from comparison is about embracing personal journeys and defining success on one's own terms. Confidence does not come from being better than others, but from recognizing one's inherent worth and potential. When individuals stop measuring themselves against unrealistic standards, they create space for genuine self-growth and fulfillment. Instead of looking at others as competition, they can see them as sources of inspiration. understand